Celebrity Onset is a one-hour show featuring a diverse mixture of celebrity interviews, audience participation, and contests. Celebrity Onset will extend outside the studio to cover red carpet events, concerts, festivals, fundraisers, or any other event where your favorite celebrity may be. Talk to your favorite celebrities on air and stay connected to the stars with Celebrity Onset.
Quiet on the set. Let's get a sound check.
Check. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Positions, everyone. Roll tape. Roll camera. Camera's rolling. In 3, 2.
Live in Las Vegas, it's Celebrity Onset with your hosts, Devin and Tony Rowley.
Welcome to Celebrity Onset. I'm your host, Tony Rowley. I'm joined with Devin Ann, and our celebrity guest today is comedian Derek Richards.
What's happening?
Well, the show now.
Yeah.
We're on the air.
That's awesome, man. This is great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So you just flew in from Boston.
Was in Boston last week. Really good time. Just it was hot. It was humid, but it's fun. I like the people up there. East Coast has a good mentality.
I've never been to Boston.
Really? It's a great town.
Is it?
It really is. Great culture, great...
you got to wear green when you go there,
great
right?
energy. Yeah, pretty much. That or any kind of a Red Sox or Patriots jersey or something like that, and you're good. So it doesn't make any difference.
Otherwise, they pinch good-looking women like you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and you never know where you're going to get pinched.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not so sure about that one. I should probably just wear green then.
Yeah, I would just wear green. I didn't wear green. Nobody pinched me, so
No?
you're fine. No.
Okay.
And I felt sexy, too. That's the worst part about it. I even wore my good cologne, see? Huh?
Oh, you do smell very nice.
Delicious, thank you. And I still didn't get pinched.
You smell like a French... I can smell you clear over
Do it now,
here.
hang on. There you go. Look at that. It's not even Old Spice.
You're going to make me rate Devin here.
What?
Wow. Oh, that came out of nowhere. I didn't see that coming.
She's like, what?
Wow.
That one got me.
That one got me too.
You gotta watch out.
I'm 2 people away.
I'm quick and
And I
stealthy.
was stung on that one.
So
You're all charmed, Tony. You are all charmed.
It's weird that you're single.
Who saw that coming?
Oh. So back to Boston.
That's a nice segue. Nice way to get back to that one. No, great city, good time. It's nice to be back here in Vegas. So the funny thing was landing, the pilot said, when we took off, he goes, well, currently in Las Vegas, it's sunny and 117 degrees. And you could literally hear this audible, oh, everybody on the plane. So 4 hours later, we're landing, and the pilot says, we have good news and bad news. He goes, the good news, it cooled down. He goes, the bad news, it's 106. And I'll take it any day, though. I'll take a dry convection oven heat over humidity all day long. But you said you actually enjoyed that living down in Florida.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I enjoyed it, but I'm used to it. Born and raised there, you get used to the humidity, I guess. Mm-hmm. My hair days are a lot better here, though. I do like that.
Tony and I were commenting on that. We saw old photos, and now the new Devin Las Vegas photo is much, much better.
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
We noticed. That's especially on this side.
Oh, really?
Right here. Yeah, exactly. The other side,
So you're
not so much.
stalking my photos, huh?
The other side, maybe. Why? Why do we make it about stalking?
I'm just saying, I haven't given you any pictures. So
Well,
how
they're
are
out.
you looking at old pictures?
Believe me, they're out there. I got 2 words for
That
you.
makes me nervous.
Google images. Done.
No.
Devin,
I love how she has that thought planted in her head now. I guarantee you, the first thing she's doing when the show's done, she's on her iPhone. Google
Heck, I might
imaging
just do it
herself.
right now.
we're
yeah.
plugging Google right now.
Oh my God.
If you haven't Googled Devin Ann,
Oh, let's-
Google Devin Ann.
Oh, I don't
This-
think Devin Ann will come up with me.
This ought to be good.
At least they don't have my last name. Then I'd be worried.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll upload my photos. So I'll create my own little Wikipedia page for you.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect. I'll handle your PR.
Oh, my goodness. This is too much already.
Oh, shoot. So, before you left, you invited us to your show.
Yes.
Hilarious. I urge everyone to go watch his show. Are you in the same place this week?
No, I'm actually at Riviera Comedy Club, July 15 through 21. And great club over there, fantastic environment. I mean, there's a lot of great clubs here in Las Vegas, but the Riviera Comedy Club has a very New York comedy club feel to it.
I've been in there and I love it.
Yeah, it really is.
And it's packed, so get there early.
Yeah, it's a great gig, especially too locals. It's like I think it's a $20 ticket for anybody, and then it's $10 for locals. So you can't beat that. And I mean, the drink prices are not. You're not paying strip comedy club prices for stuff. I mean, you can actually go in and buy. You can get a vodka tonic and not have to, take out a second mortgage on the house. So
cool. That's a show we're going to then.
I know. I noticed, I saw the click in his eye, like the sparkle. As soon as I mentioned, cheap cocktails, he paused for like half a second. He's like,
if you would have said cheap women, he would have been there much quicker.
Yes. That's not a problem either.
I'm sure not.
There's never a shortage of that here in this village.
We got our fill of food and drinks before we went to your show, so they were coming around asking us, and we were like, no, we're good.
Yeah, if you're going to come and see me, you might as well start drinking early. Good for you. Thank you.
We were well prepared.
Perfect. Good.
But we had a good time, so it's okay.
No, it was a lot of fun. It's always a great time. Glad you guys enjoyed yourselves.
I was laughing so hard I was crying, especially the segment where you did your little stripper dance.
Oh, jeez. Well, I joke around about that, and I know there's some clips on YouTube and stuff like that where I'm actually doing that. But the whole idea behind it is for your audience is that I had dated an exotic dancer who had danced to routinely poor music, and so one of the things that she always wanted to dance to was music from the soundtrack to Grease. And obviously, I'm not going to go ahead and do this routine now here.
Right, just get up on
the
stage.
So if you want, don't even.
We'll see how much you've improved.
Two double Jameson on the rocks. I'm on it right now. I could care less. Right now, I've just had a couple of cups of coffee.
I'm sure we can get that.
Right now, my dignity and self-respect is still intact. Now.
So we need to keep Jameson on set.
Jameson on set.
Okay.
I'm here. We so far plug Google and Jameson.
If
either one of you D-bag companies don't start advertising here now, you're really missing out on an opportunity.
If you don't go to his show, you're missing out.
Thanks,
my
man. I appreciate
gosh, that was funny.
That was my first comedy show.
Really?
Yes.
Good. All the other ones suck. That's
the only one you wanted. I loved that one.
You know what? That's like going and watching Babe Ruth bat, and now you're done. So you're fine. No.
Well, I don't even have to go anymore.
Perfect. Yeah, there's a lot of other. That's the beauty of this city. There's so many opportunities. In fact, there was an article that came out in Las Vegas Weekly a couple weeks ago talking about the comedy scene here in Vegas. In fact, if you go on Las Vegas Weekly website and type in comedian article or comedy article, they really did a nice job talking about all the different shows that are available. Mm-hmm. And it's everybody from George Wallace to Carrot Top to Brad Garrett's. They just opened up a club over at Gold Coast Casino that they moved from the Orleans over there. And then, of course, Riviera, Sin City at Planet Hollywood. So, there's a lot of really cool venues where, you can spend whatever you want, and you can see everybody from, major stars to, drunken idiots like myself. So.
Yeah, I was looking through a book, and there's no way you can see other shows here.
No, it's impossible. But like I said, the cool thing about it is you have so many options available. If you can't. Or don't care to, spend $40 or $50 on a ticket, you can spend 10 to 20 and still see a fantastic show and, not feel cheated.
Yeah. And I got to see a exotic dancer without having to fork out some dollar bills.
You don't even have to tip them.
The fact that you lump me in the exotic dancer category really scares me. I am actually more frightened at that than Devin should be at the comment you made to her about 5 minutes ago.
If you do go to his show and you know him, sit at least 3 rows back, because if you don't, He can't look at you without laughing. So then we become the comedians, and he becomes the spectator. So.
Well, they stuck you right in the front row. So it was funny because every time I would glance over, I'd start smiling. I go, all right, I can't look over there. I got to keep I look over quickly and then kind of divert my eyes. So.
Yeah, I feel bad for the audience on the left side because you were not coming near us.
No. Well, they kind of segregated you. You were like. There was like the two of you, and then there wasn't anybody on the side. It was like a pocket right there.
Yeah.
Very true.
We had VIP.
They sensed your creepiness. They wanted to sit next to us.
No, they wrote VIP on our ticket.
They were frightened because of you. I'm sure they wrote VIP on there. Yeah, exactly. But you scared them. They were like, wow, she's cute, but man, this dude's got issues.
I'm her bodyguard. I'm supposed to scare people.
You are. You're her Kevin Costner. You're the Kevin Costner, her Whitney Houston.
On that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with Derek Richards.
Is this how you want your message to reach your customers? Or is this how you want your message to reach your customers? Or is this how you want your message to reach your customers? It's time to discover the most powerful way to advertise on television with Celebrity on Set. Celebrity on Set reaches viewers like you in over 1.8 million households over the air, cable, and satellite. Plus, with our exciting website, you can reach more customers than ever before. Your supplied literature will reach hundreds of studio audience members and celebrity guests as well. The show can be viewed on many internet video hosting sites like YouTube, Google Video, and Yahoo Video, and others. The combination of all will send a powerful message to your customers. If you're interested in traditional or long-term advertising, we can assist you in your goal. It's that simple. Call us today or reach us online at celebrityonset.com.
My name is Friday, Sergeant Joe Friday. For the best gunsmith in Las Vegas, go to CCS Gunsmithing, located at 2216 South Rainbow Boulevard, across from that Harley-Davidson dealership. CCS Gunsmithing seems to be open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. till 5:45 p.m. Call Chris at CCS Gunsmithing at 365-1732. 365-1732.
It's time to discover the most powerful way to advertise on Celebrity Onset. Celebrity Onset reaches over 1.9 million people. Call us today at 702-280-2469 or visit us at celebrityonset.com.
Family owned and operated since 1964, Transmission Service Center has provided quality and friendly service for almost 50 years. We service and rebuild standard and automatic transmissions, transfer cases, and clutches. Visit our trusted certified professionals at Transmission Service Center at 3088 South Highland Drive or call us today at 702-735-9373. That's 735-9373.
India Masala Bar and Grill is Vegas's hotspot for North and South Indian cuisine, including chicken 65 and dosas. Lunch buffet served 11:30 to 3 and dinner from 5 to 10. Complement great food with alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages from their new bar. College students, military, firefighters, law enforcement, and EMS personnel with credentials receive 20% off. Seniors 65 plus 10% off. India Masala Bar and Grill near Maryland and Flamingo at 1040 East Flamingo Road. 702-431-8313.
We are Reliable Auto Sales, a #1 rated seller of top quality pre-owned exotic vehicles, cars, trucks, and SUVs with over 200 in stock. We have the best financing options for any credit situation in the industry. We offer 24-hour online operator assistance, vehicle warranties, payoffs, and we accept trade-ins. See our selection of vehicles at ReliableNV.com or visit us at 1815 East Sahara Avenue. Mention 12:30 a.m. and get an additional $1,230 off your purchase along with other current dealer specials. Reliable Auto Sales, 702-737-6688.
Melinda's Towing Auto Service and Tires delivers complete car care service. Come to us for tires, rims, brakes, cleanup, truck, oil changes, transmission services, and towing. We have 2 locations at 4031 East Lakeland Boulevard, open 8 to 8, and 2530 East Tropicana Avenue, open 24 hours a day. Call us at 702-813-4072.
The stars are shining bright. Celebrity Onset continue. Here again, your hosts, Devin Ann and Tony Rowley.
Welcome back to Celebrity Onset. I'm your host, Tony Rowley, joined with Devin Ann and comedian Derek Richards. So,
could you have brighter lights, by the way? Is there anyway? These are amazing, though. That's good. Thank God you got to get them back to the Nevada Department of Transportation so they can finish up their job on 215.
Well, he wants to keep everybody here warm, you know?
Well, it's working.
Because it's not hot enough outside.
It's working. When you look right at it, Devin, I can see childhood memories. That is how bright these lights are.
They are extremely bright.
We should put like a green screen back here. Yeah. And then rotate scenery behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we could be in like Des Moines. You know, and then like the next time we come back from Alaska, you know, so anybody that's like coming down from like
on the moon,
like a bad shroom experience,
on the moon.
Wait a minute, they were just in front of like corn, and now there's like an iceberg behind us or something like that. Like on the deck of the Titanic, and we're like on the bow, you know, and you can see the iceberg coming. I mean, that would be
dinosaurs and
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Just go back, medieval
Ice Age,
medieval battles going on.
Then I don't think they'd really pay attention to what we were saying.
Look, I'm trying to
make the show better, huh?
Yeah, look, everybody everybody today has the attention span of a goldfish. You can't sit there and talk to somebody for more than 2 seconds without them, you know, being a D-bag and getting on their phone and like, you know, checking their Twitter or Facebook, like while they're talking to you.
Facebook is so important, though.
Is it really?
No, I'm just kidding.
You would say, all right, question. You go into let me ask you, either one of you, you go into a restaurant with somebody that you are going there to. Not just, like if the three of us are going out, whatever, and you're sitting there kind of playing around, that's one thing. But you go to a restaurant or whatever with somebody that you're interested in. Mm-hmm. Do you bring your phone into the restaurant?
It's always in my purse.
I do, but I don't get on it when we're at dinner.
That's okay.
I ended a relationship, an engagement over that.
An engagement?
I asked her to please, can you put the phone away?
Yeah.
Please? And she got all mad. And she got up, stormed out, left me there. The food was just starting to come. And she left me there. I had to get a taxi and go home.
Okay, see, that's really dramatic.
Wow.
Yeah. How
long were you guys going out?
We were engaged to get married.
Wow.
That was my final straw. I mean, I put up with some things with her. That was my final straw. I went and I got home. I slept in the other bedroom. She went to work the next morning. I got the U-Haul, backed it up, and got all my stuff and left her.
Nice.
I was done.
She didn't even know you broke up with her until you put single on your status. How bad was that? She was so disconnected.
Yeah.
I wonder where Tony's at. Let me check. Ah! What do you mean you left me? Now, had you said something to her prior to that? Or did you all of a sudden go, well, look, I mean, did you know?
We were at Red Lobster.
I mean, did you say, well, that
was it an ongoing issue?
Well,
thanks, yeah.
Not that particular thing, but there were other things. But I asked her nicely, hey, you know, hon, can you please put the phone away? You know,
so that wasn't necessarily the reason why you dumped her. There was already.
Well, yeah, there was other.
There was already a forklift.
Yeah, exactly.
Of relationship crap.
Yeah.
And this here
disrespectful
was the quick little jerk.
Yeah.
That like dumped the whole.
Oh yeah. Okay. When you leave me at the restaurant and have to take a taxi home.
Yeah, we dumped at Red Lobster.
And then leave me.
That should be the name of your new CD. Tony Rowley dumped at Red Lobster.
Oh, gosh.
So far, we have Google and Jameson on board as potential sponsors. Red Lobster, not so much.
Facebook, not so much.
But I think I find that to be just going back to the attention span that people have. I mean, people can't just disconnect from that and be present.
Oh, I completely agree. And
With
when
somebody
somebody's phone dies, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Everybody goes crazy, like their life just ended.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go on a date, and if I'm waiting for an important call, I actually preface it, and I'll say, look, I'm setting this here. I'm waiting for a phone call. You know, that's important. And when it comes, I grab it, I take it, and I step outside, and I go, look, I've got, you know, a couple quick minutes. I'm here with somebody. You know, what's going on? So it's kind of, you know, just to edit and come back and just not be, because nobody's present with anything anymore.
Yeah. But you're also in a different generation too. So now the younger generation, they think it's completely fine, you know, to just be sitting there on Facebook, and they'll write on each other's walls while you're at dinner.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We sit there and do that.
Yeah.
Well, now you can't go to a concert without seeing, you know, 300 cell phones.
Oh yeah.
Well,
your
iPhones,
show.
Droids, whatever. I mean, everybody and actually, from a comedian's perspective, that is the most rude thing to do, because you're trying to establish a connection with the audience. I mean, as a band, you're playing, and you know, you want to have that connection with the audience. But from a performer who's, you know, either in a play or doing stand-up comedy, I mean, you're trying to connect with people, and you know, if you're doing, you know, you're making particular jokes and trying to touch certain things, if they're not engaged, then they don't get it.
Well, good. You wouldn't think that we were being rude because you couldn't look over at us, so you didn't see us playing with the phone.
Oh, exactly. You could have been. You could have been trying to reconnect with your Red Lobster.
Now, going to his show, they tell you no picture, no photographs, no video recording. We got Devin over here with her phone, hiding it between her legs, videoing.
I did not video
recording
anything.
you.
I did not video anything.
Yes, she did. I was laughing.
I might have taken a few pictures that I wasn't supposed to, but I did not video it at least.
I was
See, now I can't look at them.
I was laughing. She had it down there, and she was just like...
Right after he says it's rude, you throw me under the bus. Thank you.
Nicely done.
Right?
No,
Thank
but
you.
she was at least taking pictures.
If someone takes a picture, for me, and I know a lot of the places don't want you, if someone takes a picture or something like that, I don't care. And I mean, even after the show, I come and hang out afterwards, and if somebody wants to get a picture, I mean, I'm totally cool with that. So that doesn't.
Yeah.
What they don't want is obviously you to go ahead and start recording stuff and putting it out on the web. You know, because I mean, as a comedian, you're writing your own material, and you know, there are a lot of other people that are out there, different comedians, that will go ahead and steal other people's acts.
Yeah.
Or I've seen people literally, and you know,
And they might steal your dance moves.
you can have those. And if you want to refine them and send me back what you've done, I may go ahead and apply that to the act.
I can't even come close to what you did. I don't even want to.
It's disturbing. Yeah, I'd like
to see Devin do it.
I'm embarrassed.
I'd love to see Devin do them moves.
I'm embarrassed.
Here, get up there, Devin.
Oh, I got a dress on. Sorry. Dang, if I had pants on, I would totally do it.
She'd be all over it.
Oh man.
But that's one of those things you just don't want, especially when you get to the, you know, when you go to a show and you're seeing somebody like even, you know, Louis Black or Daniel Tosh or something like that. I mean, they don't want people to go ahead and videotape that stuff and then go ahead and sell it or, you know, put it on iTunes or whatever, because you see plenty of people, you know, do that.
Yeah.
You know, or these guys have their stuff out there that they are selling, and you don't want to have that, you know, out there. If you, and it's, you know, can you completely control it? No, but you just try to do whatever you can to, you know, to let it not get out there where you're, because you just don't want stuff out there that's not, that you're not happy with. I mean, if, you know, whatever you guys are doing, you don't want, you know, if you have a, you know, an outtake or something like that, and someone's, you know, and you cut it, you don't want that out there. You got rid of it for a reason.
Yeah.
So, but now you're in an era, like you said, it's a whole new generation. Everybody is, you know, fixed on, you know, hey, what can I do to put this on YouTube or on a Facebook page or on Twitter or on Instagram?
Yes.
Or anything
Especially
like
if
that.
it's funny.
Exactly. You don't want to get a billion hits on something, you know, on something stupid that happened.
Yes.
So.
Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break again, and we'll be back with Derek Richards.
It's time to discover the most powerful way to advertise on Celebrity Onset. Celebrity Onset reaches over 1.9 million people. Call us today at 702-280-2469 or visit us at celebrityonset.com.
India Masala Bar and Grill is Vegas's hotspot for North and South Indian cuisine, including chicken 65 and dosas. Lunch buffet served 11:30 to 3 and dinner from 5 to 10. Complement great food with alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages from their new bar. College students, military, firefighters, law enforcement, and EMS personnel with credentials receive 20% off. Seniors 65 plus 10% off. India Masala Bar and Grill near Maryland and Flamingo at 1040 East Flamingo Road, 702-431-8313.
My name is Friday, Sergeant Joe Friday. For the best gunsmith in Las Vegas, go to CCS Gunsmithing, located at 2216 South Rainbow Boulevard, across from that Harley-Davidson dealership. CCS Gunsmithing seems to be open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. till 5:45 p.m. Call Chris at CCS Gunsmithing at 365-1732. 365-1732.
We are Reliable Auto Sales, a #1 rated seller of top quality pre-owned exotic vehicles, cars, trucks, and SUVs with over 200 in stock. We have the best financing options for any credit situation in the industry. We offer 24-hour online operator assistance, vehicle warranties, payoffs, and we accept trade-ins. See our selection of vehicles at ReliableNV.com or visit us at 1815 East Sahara Avenue. Mention 12:30 a.m. and get an additional $1,230 off your purchase along with other current dealer specials. Reliable Auto Sales, 702-737-6688.
Why pay more? Go to Melinda's Tire Warehouse. Whether you need tire service for your car, motorhome, or even a semi-truck, come to us. We also specialize in brakes, tune-ups, struts, oil changes, transmission services, and towing. We have 2 locations to serve you at 1530 North Nellis Boulevard and 1800 North Boulder Highway. Both locations are open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 8, and Sunday, 8 to 6. Call 702-813-4072.
Family owned and operated since 1964, Transmission Service Center has provided quality and friendly service for almost 50 years. We service and rebuild standard and automatic transmissions, transfer cases, and clutches. Visit our trusted certified professionals at Transmission Service Center at 3088 South Highland Drive or call us today at 702-735-9373. That's 735-9373.
You're walking the red carpet. This is Celebrity Onset. Here again, your hosts, Devin Ann and Tony Rowley.
Welcome back to Celebrity Onset. I'm your host, Tony Rowley, joined with Devin Ann and comedian Derek Richards. And we just got done doodling during the commercial break here, and I was looking down, and I noticed that she has Derek listed as a comedian, an actor, and a dancer.
Oh yeah, that was impressive. I saw that sitting there for a second. I wasn't going to say anything, and then of course in the whole part of the routine about me dating a stripper showed up. I'm like, okay, well now I see.
Yeah, there you go. I had to remember that part.
That made sense.
Exactly.
That made sense.
So you've done a lot of shows, and you've also done shows in other countries, correct?
Yes.
You're with the U.S. Show Tours, is that what it is?
Yeah, it was a combination of a few different things. There was USO, and there's also different agencies that get involved in booking shows for the military through Armed Forces Entertainment. I mean, there's a million different pockets of Navy entertainment, Army entertainment, Air Force entertainment, stuff like that too. So. Yeah, I've gone over to Cuba, Central America, Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait,
I bet those are
Bahrain. Yeah, I mean it's fascinating. It really is. It's actually the most fun and rewarding time that I've ever had in doing this business. I mean, it's great to come out and do the comedy clubs and that, but it's a whole different vibe and ball game when you're literally doing shows on these bases in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally. They would say, we're going to be at this base at 11 a.m., and you would stand on the back of like a flatbed trailer. True story. And there would be no chairs. And the guys would come out all decked out in their camouflage and stuff like that, and they would literally sit on the dirt or on the concrete in temperatures like we're experiencing now, in Vegas. Mm-hmm. And they would sit down with a bottle of water. And
their cell phone?
And watch your... Yeah. Good luck. Let me know how that roaming charge works out for you. I don't care who your carrier is. Your roaming charge from Iraq is going to really go to the moon.
I bet that's extremely rewarding, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was fantastic. I mean, but these guys would come out there, I mean, ready to, have a good, and you'd literally stand up there in just the most awkward circumstance known. I mean, and they would literally have like a speaker that was maybe this big, with a little cord coming out of it with the microphone. Mm-hmm. And these guys, I mean, they really needed a chance to blow off some steam. And you'd see, anywhere from, sometimes guys would get called out, on patrol. And, we would do a show for maybe, 10 people. Mm-hmm. We've done shows in guard shacks before where the guys couldn't make it to the show because they had to man the guard shack. Mm-hmm. And they would say, would you guys mind coming out and just saying hi to these guys that are out here? And we would take, little trip out there to the guard shack in the middle of nowhere and literally stand in this guard shack. And there was I think 5 comedians that went out on these tours. So we just go up and do, 10, 15 minutes or something like that, and they had a ball.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
And it's so cool now being back in the States. We're literally, and being here in Las Vegas, some guys that were from Nellis Air Force Base that were out there, and then they come back. And so when they come out to shows here, and they're like, hey, were you in, in Dubai, last year? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, yeah, we saw you over at such and such base. So it's really cool seeing that. Yeah. And, when the guys come back and they remember you, and you get a chance to kind of, joke around with them and stuff like that.
I always wanted to go to Dubai. I will go there someday. I want to go there.
It's amazing. It really is. It's a very forward-thinking part of of that region. Mm-hmm. I mean, where they're like, hey, you want to come here and have a good time? Come here and have a very
What's the temperatures
unusual.
like there? Is it like here?
Yeah, it's hot. It's not, it's you mean in the Middle East or just or Dubai in general? Yeah, I mean we were there. It wasn't too bad. No. I mean, it can get very, very hot. I mean, the worst was we were in Djibouti, which is right near Somalia.
Djibouti?
Yep. I know. It sounds like a rapper who's playing over at Marquee this weekend.
Yes. Sounds like a low-key rapper, though.
A low-key rapper.
Djibouti.
Yeah, very. A guy who had really bad marketing.
Yes, exactly.
When he put his stuff together. And now he's roped into it because he already has 3 crappy CDs. Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the stage, Djibouti.
Exactly. On Gangsta Records. 3 that aren't selling too well on iTunes, but he can't take the name away because he'd feel like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have that success like Puff Daddy and P. Diddy and now Diddy and whatever
I could never keep up with that.
I know. What the hell were we just talking about?
Temperatures in Djibouti.
Temperatures in Djibouti. It was literally like 130 during the day, and they had all these different water stations. And I had a pair of tennis shoes. They were a few months old. They weren't old. But I'm walking on this blacktop walkway, and I literally I stepped right out. The sole just went, I'm done.
Oh, wow.
And just peeled right off. Well, here now, people are experiencing that here in Vegas with these temps, walking on the blacktop, because the blacktop is like, 200 and some odd degrees. It's crazy.
Well, my shoes, I was out laying out, and I had them, they were in the shade. But when I put them back on.
You were laying out in this weather?
Yes. Well, you go get in the pool.
Why don't you grab your beach towel and go hang up by some Colorado wildfires? Do that. Seriously?
I don't know.
You got a plate in your head? What are you, nuts? You want to die?
The pool is right there. You cool off. Go back
cool off? It's 107. The pool's 108.
No, it's not that bad. Maybe, I don't know. I'm from Florida. I was always in the heat.
Where'd you find this?
She was in the Panhandle of Florida.
She was in the shade, though.
Oh, yes, my shoes were in the shade. But when I put them back on, I had the same problem.
Oh, yeah.
My shoes are just, falling apart.
Yeah. Just
it's
done.
Crazy. I've never had that happen in Florida.
Yeah, I never had that happen in Florida either. It was just nuts. I literally stepped right out, and I didn't even notice it because I was walking. All of a sudden, it was okay. I look back, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're gonna buy some shoes.
Yeah, my family in Colorado said they were watching the news, and there was a concert here in Vegas, and people's soles of their shoes started to melt because of the heat of the concrete.
Yeah, that was that Electric Daisy Carnival.
Yeah, I think out at the
Speedway.
I think so.
Yeah.
So that tells you how hot it was.
You know what? If you're dumb enough to go stand in a concert, as hot as it was
midday
for that concert, you deserve to have your shoes melt and your head explode. I have no sympathy for you. None whatsoever. No offense to the Electric Daisy Carnival. So far, Red Lobster, Electric Daisy Carnival, not advertisers.
Not so much.
Jameson and Google, still in the hunt.
So what's your favorite place that you've gone to, I guess? And for what reason? Either the location or the show or...
You know...
The women.
Here, Vegas is always a blast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love it. The vibe in the town is cool because everybody is coming here to have a good time. And, you know, nobody is here because they got stuck here. I mean, unless you lost all your money and you can't get your plane ticket out, but...
Hey, that's kind of where I started.
Exactly. How's that working out for you?
It's actually working out well. It's a little stressful, but it's working out.
Yeah, you know the stressful part.
What's that? This one? Yeah.
You take that out, the stress is gone.
That would be definitely a lot less.
I know.
No, he's been helping me.
No, he's great. Columbus, Ohio is actually a very fun town. I know. It's a great club, phenomenal venue, and the people come out there. It's Columbus, Ohio.
See, my family, they're in Piqua. It's not too far from there.
Yeah.
I thought it was always boring.
There's a great, it's a comedy club, the Funny Bone Comedy Club right in Easton Town Center in Columbus, Ohio. Mm-hmm. And anybody who's watching who may be from that neck of the woods knows what I'm talking about. It's a great little environment. People come there to have a good time. I always have great shows back in the Detroit area whenever I go back to Michigan. Mm-hmm. I was up there a couple of weeks ago and just had a blast. So different places have, you know, different vibes when you go there. Key West is a blast too. I've done shows down there for the Navy bases and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And that's another area where
Key West gets crazy.
Oh, it's a blast.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, you've been down there living in
yes.
Florida. Yeah, it's a
ride.
ride.
I had to do some event for a speedboat racing team. Mm-hmm. Oh, it got crazy down there. I wasn't expecting that at all.
What exactly were you expecting?
Well, I don't know, when you...
Building homes for disadvantaged kids?
Well, no.
What did you think was going to happen in Key West?
But when you get there, it just looks like... It doesn't look like there's a lot going on.
No.
But then all of a sudden, everybody comes out at night, and they're just like...
Oh, it's nuts.
Wild.
It really is.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. So, I mean, different areas have their different... and even really up in New England, Boston area is fantastic, too. I think, to me, that is the best comedy city in the country in terms of the talent that has come out of there. When you look at some of the acts that, you have, Dane Cook has come out of there, been very successful. John Panette, another very funny guy. Then you have all these guys like Lenny Clark, Kenny Rogerson, where if you go and Google them, you can Google.
Another plug for Google.
You go ahead and you start seeing, some of the stuff that these guys have done and how funny they are. And, guys that you know and a lot of guys that you don't know. And to me, I think the funniest shows that you go see are people that you've never heard of before. And because really once everybody who hasn't quote-unquote made it is they still have that, desire. And, where they're really into it. And I'm not saying that guys that are really successful don't have that, but it's just a different, it's a different vibe and a different feel.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Because some guys come in, and I haven't seen Tim Allen, but Tim Allen comes and does a show at the Venetian. Tim already has, he's made all his money, he has all his fans. And so as an act who is still trying to come up and still, out there working the road and doing gigs, you want to, build up a fan base and stuff like that. You just don't have that street cred that he has, or naming that ability. Mm-hmm. And so I think, like I say, to me, some of the funnest shows are the ones where I've gone in and I had no idea who I was seeing.
Well, I think you're more open to it as well, because the bigger names, it's more predictable. You kind of know, like, how they are.
Yeah.
So you kind of expect something, but when you don't know their name, it's so open and just, I don't know. You just don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the best part about it.
Well, there's a great comedian, Doug Stanhope, who's fantastic. Very, very edgy. And now he just books shows by himself. He has such a monster cult following. And he's a great act. You know, but he said it's funny. He said this on stage, and it's on one of his CDs. He makes a joke about comedy. He goes, "This is the only thing that you would come to see where you have no idea anybody's name on the marquee, because you wouldn't walk up to a stadium and just say concert, and you walk in and you could get Aerosmith, or Trans-Siberian Orchestra. You know what I mean? And you walk in there blind. If you don't know the acts on the bill, you just have no idea what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna take a quick commercial break. During the break, why don't you Google Derek Richards and Devin Ann? We'll be right back.
My name is Friday, Sergeant Joe Friday. For the best gunsmith in Las Vegas, go to CCS Gunsmithing, located at 2216 South Rainbow Boulevard, across from that Harley-Davidson dealership. CCS Gunsmithing seems to be open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. till 5:45 p.m. Call Chris at CCS Gunsmithing at 365-1732. 365-1732.
Is this how you want your message to reach your customers? Or is this how you want your message to reach your customers? Or is this how you want your message to reach your customers? It's time to discover the most powerful way to advertise on television with Celebrity on Set. Celebrity on Set reaches viewers like you in over 1.8 million households over the air, cable, and satellite. Plus, with our exciting website, you can reach more customers than ever before. Your supply literature will reach hundreds of studio audience members and celebrity guests as well. The show can be viewed on many internet video hosting sites like YouTube, Google Video, and Yahoo Video, and others. The combination of all will send a powerful message to your customers. If you're interested in traditional or long-term advertising, we can assist you in your goal. It's that simple. Call us today or reach us online at celebrityonset.com.
My name is Friday, Sergeant Joe Friday. For the best gunsmith in Las Vegas, go to CCS Gunsmithing, located at 2216 South Rainbow Boulevard, across from that Harley-Davidson dealership. CCS Gunsmithing seems to be open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. till 5:45 p.m. Call Chris at CCS Gunsmithing at 365-1732. 365-1732.
India Masala Bar and Grill is Vegas's hotspot for North and South Indian cuisine, including chicken 65 and dosas. Lunch buffet served 11:30 to 3 and dinner from 5 to 10. Complement great food with alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages from their new bar. College students, military, firefighters, law enforcement, and EMS personnel with credentials receive 20% off. Seniors 65 plus 10% off. India Masala Bar and Grill near Maryland and Flamingo at 1040 East Flamingo Road, 702-431-8313.
Family owned and operated since 1964, Transmission Service Center has provided quality and friendly service for almost 50 years. We service and rebuild standard and automatic transmissions, transfer cases, and clutches. Visit our trusted certified professionals at Transmission Service Center at 3088 South Highland Avenue, or call us today at 702-735-9373. That's 735-9373. Mia's Hubcaps and Wheels has new or used original hubcaps and wheels for all makes and models. Call us if you have damaged or scratched wheels in need of repair. We're located at 2550 East Tropicana Avenue, open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us today at 702-444-5270. That's 702-444-5270.
Where the stars are shining, this is Celebrity Onset. Here again, your hosts, Devin Ann and Tony Rowley.
Welcome back to Celebrity Onset. I'm your host, Tony Rowley, with Devin Ann and Derek Richards. Hopefully he doesn't repeat what he just said, but he probably will.
No, now I'm being respectful. See, this is what being respectful is to somebody. You don't want me to repeat the fact that I said you looked like you got back from your probation hearing in your suit coming out of the commercial break.
I'm going to start wearing a suit.
I thought that.
I doubt that.
That was it. It's an impressive looking.
Yes,
you know,
it was nice.
Impressive shot.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you needed to, like,
but it's so
convince the parole officer.
It's so hot in here. I'd
Yeah.
be dying in a suit right now.
Yeah.
It
But
is.
I understand that.
And this studio is new for us, so we're moved out of the radio station into here. So as you can see, we had to have the heat lamps on us.
They're working so far, which is nice.
And no air conditioning. So when we get that fixed, then I'll wear a suit.
The AC's working fine. This is great.
So you have 2 CDs, correct?
Yes, 2 CDs. Who's Your Daddy and Sensitivity Training, and those are both. I know. You can get those on my website. Sensitivity Training is also on iTunes, and I've also got a new one that I'm hoping I can go ahead and have put out by the end of this year.
Okay.
So, which will be cool. So, it's fun, you know. But now you gotta, you know, it's a whole different ball game now. I mean, you can offer that stuff at shows, but I mean, you've got to be able to have it on. And I have stuff that's played on satellite radio, you know, which is cool. But I mean, you've got to have it on all the, you know, iTunes and Pandora and stuff like that too. So, you know.
That's pretty much the only way it's going to spread anymore with the way people are.
Exactly. And the cool thing is too, there's methods where, you know, if you download that stuff, you know, they track it and you get a few, you know, bucks every quarter. So it works out well.
Very good. And your future plans? You said you have another CD coming out by the end of the year?
By the end of this year, and then also working on a show with a couple other guys called the Irish Comedy Tour. The idea behind it is we have another comedian on the show, Mike McCarthy, who's out of Boston, and we have 2 musicians on the show that play in a band together. We have an Irish pub guitar player and a fiddle player who's about 5'4", and we dress him up like a leprechaun. I swear.
Oh, I'm sure that's entertaining.
It's hilarious. And he's a classic. He's a brilliant fiddle player. But I mean, just to see him walk out in this sequin green outfit is just an absolute riot. But the idea behind it is that it's like an Irish pub and a comedy show in a food processor is the best way to describe it. And so we joke around about, you know, our Irish American upbringing, but you know, you don't need to be Irish to appreciate the show, because really at the end of the day we're all kind of cut from the same cloth. I mean, if we have Italian people or German people or, you know, anybody that come out, they go, you can always pick a, you know, fill in the blank family member that reminds you of people that we joke around with in our acts. So so it's a lot of fun. It's a blast. We're doing a 4-camera video shoot in around St. Patrick's Day next year.
Okay.
And so we're looking to go ahead and record that, edit it down, and then shop it to HBO, Showtime, Comedy Central, and a few other networks, and hopefully, you know, see if somebody picks it up and you know, go from there. But we've been doing that since 2006. We put it together, and you know, we've been very successful, very fortunate, very blessed that we've been able to go around and do, you know, some smaller theaters and stuff like that, with really no TV backing. And it's just been, you know, the marketing angle of it. No one individual is marketed as, you know, the star of the show. It's, here's the show. And that's worked out fantastic for us. We're very, very happy with it. TheIrishComedyTour.com is our website. And if you go on YouTube and type in The Irish Comedy Tour, there's some different video clips on there also, too. So,
okay.
In fact, I was in Boston. We shot a parody video of Sinead O'Connor's "Nothing Compares to You," but it's called the AA song. It's called "Nothing Compares to Booze." And in fact,
I'm sure that is entertaining.
In fact, when that's done, and then we did another one called "Hung Like a Leprechaun."
Hung like a leprechaun.
Yes. So 2 different ones that we shot in the Boston area last week, and as soon as those get done, I will shoot those over to you.
Yeah,
yes, I definitely want to see those.
They're both. I like them both. The "Nothing Compares to Booze" thing is the way we couldn't stop laughing the whole time we were shooting it. I mean, it was a full day of literally having to stop the camera and just start. We would just crack up. So.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of people will love that one.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to do, and great guys to work with. So, and because we do video stuff at the start of the show too for the Irish Comedy Tour. When it starts with the screen, it comes down. We play a couple of video sketches to kind of set the table.
Set the mood
for the show. Exactly. All about setting mood, Devin.
Set the mood, and then you dance for us a little bit.
Let's not get carried away. I do. In that show, I do if river dance.
Oh.
Or strippers.
River dance or strippers, or they're combined?
No, if river dance and strippers got together, you dance with your hands behind your back, like they do in river dance. So Google river dance.
Mm-hmm.
See how they dance. Or Lord of the Dance.
I'm trying to think how you would combine the two.
See, that's why you've got to come to the show.
I do. Now I'm very intrigued.
That's the magic of this. If you could piece it together in your mind, you would go, oh, well, that's stupid. I'm not going to come out and see it. Now you have to, because the curiosity is going to get the best of you.
Well, either way, when I piece it together in my mind, I'd rather see you do it. So.
Greatest host ever.
You only have to fib a little bit to be a good host.
That's perfect. That's all right. Why did you throw that in there? Why,
I'm just kidding.
Don't touch me. Why do you ruin the magic? Why do you ruin the magic?
You scared me.
Why do you ruin the magic now?
I'm sorry.
Nice backhanded stop.
I'm sorry.
Nice backhanded compliment. Are we done with this? Seriously?
Yeah, we're going to commercial break.
Wait,
I gotta.
Let me just hit delete file. There we go.
We'll be right back.
Or visit at Since 1964, Transmission Service Center has provided quality and friendly service for almost 50 years. We service and rebuild standard and automatic transmissions, transfer cases, and clutches. Visit our trusted certified professionals at Transmission Service Center at 3088 South Highland Drive, or call us today at 702-735-9373. That's 735-9373.
India Masala Bar and Grill is Vegas's hotspot for North and South Indian cuisine, including chicken 65 and dosas. Lunch buffet served 11:30 to 3 and dinner from 5 to 10. Complement great food with alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages from their new bar. College students, military, firefighters, law enforcement, and EMS personnel with credentials receive 20% off. Seniors 65 plus 10% off. India Masala Bar and Grill near Maryland and Flamingo at 1040 East Flamingo Road. 702-431-8313.
We are Reliable Auto Sales, a #1 rated seller of top quality pre-owned exotic vehicles, cars, trucks, and SUVs with over 200 in stock. We have the best financing options for any credit situation in the industry. We offer 24-hour online operator assistance, vehicle warranties, payoffs, and we accept trade-ins. See our selection of vehicles at ReliableNV.com or visit us at 1815 East Sahara Avenue. Mention 12:30 a.m. and get an additional $1,230 off your purchase along with other current dealer specials. Reliable Auto Sales, 702-737-6688.
Melinda's Towing Auto Service and Tires delivers complete car care service. Come to us for tires, rims, brakes, cleanup, truck, oil changes, transmission services, and towing. We have 2 locations at 4031 East Lakeland Boulevard, open 8 to 8, and 2530 East Tropicana Avenue, open 24 hours a day. Call us at 702-813-4072.
The stars are shining bright. Celebrity Onset continue. Here again, your hosts, Devin and Tony Rowley.
Welcome back to Celebrity Onset. I'm your host, Tony Rowley, with Doodle Ann and comedian Derek Richards.
Okay.
I want to remind everyone to go to celebrityonset.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Celebrity Onset.
Run this by a shrink. See if they can. This is the doodle coming from her. So I don't know. This to me symbolizes pain. Circle of life, and then pain, and then these are opportunities to get away from the pain.
That's how you interpreted that.
It's all you.
All right, I'm not going to doodle anymore.
As soon as I walk out the door, soon to go, I'm never coming back in here.
I'm
when
not
this idiot shows
I remember
up.
when my
Never.
daughters used to say that, I'm not doing it no more than her. You know, just look at
I'm done talking.
I'm done talking.
I'm done.
Wow. If I only had the beauty of a relationship that had that happen at once in a while.
It happens more often than No.
Oh.
Too funny.
Derek, can you remind viewers where you're going to be at, where we can follow you?
The Riviera Hotel and Comedy Club coming up July 15 through 21. $20 tickets, $10 for locals. Please come out. It's a great venue, fun place. Cheap drink prices. It's a fantastic show. I know. And then DerekRichards.com, DEREK Richards.com is my website. That has all my upcoming tour dates, and the IrishComedyTour.com has all of our other dates that we have too. So we'll be heading out west here a little bit, doing a lot of East Coast stuff coming up in the fall. And then, of course, you can go on Facebook and also on Twitter and stuff like that too. And I'll take pictures of my food and put it on Twitter and do stuff like that. I usually try and throw like a 1 or 2 line stupid thing out there every so often where you read it and you'll laugh. So, or I'll plug like upcoming shows and so forth too. So,
YouTube, catch him on YouTube too.
YouTube, yeah, there's some clips on YouTube. don't miss our video. It's amazing. Photoshop does wonders.
Oh man! On that note. I gotta go get a tissue to wipe my eyes. I'm crying right now. Well, thank you for being on the show. It's good to see you
Thanks
again.
for having me, man. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
I really urge everyone to go watch his show. You're going to be crying. You're going to be laughing so hard. So,
well, thank you so much.
Or crying because you saw him dance.
Exactly.
Either one.
And she was taking pictures of it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I wish I would have taken pictures.
Yeah,
of
who's
it.
the sicko here? Really?
It's entertainment.
I'm the weird one. You're going, wow. This is like I just drove by a bad car accident. I should get shots of this.
Exactly. What if I
None of my friends will believe this.
Oh. I can't even talk. You want to close it out? I want to thank everyone for watching us today. Have a great day, everyone.